What's up guys, Nimbus Reviews here, and if you didn't already know, this is the third and last video in this Luffy relationship series. The other two were on Zoro and Nami, so if you haven't already checked them out, I highly advise you do so. So, if you read the title, or at least looked at the thumbnail, then you know that this is about Luffy and Usopp and the dynamics of the relationship. Usopp is Luffy's best friend, or he's at least the one on the crew that Luffy has the most in common with and relates to the most. I think this is mostly due to them being the same age and their maturity levels being very similar, but there's more to it. Usopp and Luffy basically clicked as soon as they met on Surf Village when they first had a normal conversation with each other. Shortly after they met, Luffy recognizes Usopp as Yasopp's son because of how similar they look and tells him that he knows Yasopp and that he is traveling with the pirate red-haired Shanks. Usopp is glad to hear that his father is on such a big-name pirate's crew, and this instantly gives them something to talk about and relate to each other. Aside from them having a coincidental connection through the red-haired pirates, they also connect very well because of their personalities. Usopp and Luffy's relationship is a stereotypical best friend / bro type of relationship. They're constantly joking with each other, they fool around a lot, and they just like chilling out with each other. Usopp and Luffy are the ones you see the most consistently just hanging out together on the ship or when they're just on the island. You see this more in the pre-time skip, and this is why I said they were best friends earlier in the video. Now, you can't talk about Luffy and Usopp without mentioning the events that occurred during the Water 7 arc. Luffy is forced to make a hard choice, either continue to sail on the Going to Merry and put the whole crew in danger, as his shipwright said that they wouldn't even be able to reach the next island on the Merry, or say goodbye to the Merry and have a new ship built to ensure everyone's safety. Luckily enough, Luffy makes a smart choice and decides that it would be better for the Straw Hats to let go of the Merry and build a new ship. This left Usopp furious, as this was a ship gifted to them by his friend Kaya back in Surf Village. But this isn't the only reason Usopp got upset. He thought that Luffy was just tossing aside a comrade that had become useless, and begins to think that this will eventually happen to him due to the massive power gap between Usopp and the monster trio. This disagreement led to one of the most memorable fights in the series, Usopp versus Usopp. I can't believe I actually just said Usopp, but let's continue. This disagreement led to one of the most memorable fights in the series, Luffy versus Usopp. For as far apart as they were in power, Usopp did better than anyone could have ever imagined. Of course, this is due to the prep time he was given and the knowledge he had on how Luffy fights and his weaknesses. Nonetheless, he did pretty good. They end up making up after events of Enies Lobby, but Luffy was forced to act as a captain and not accept him back into the crew until he admitted he was wrong and apologized. I talk about this more in my Zoro video that I released first in this series, so check it out if you haven't already. After this fight, you don't see any grudges or anything from Luffy and Usopp. In fact, I think this may have strengthened their relationship and made it even stronger than it already was. Post-time skip, you don't see them interact as freely or as often as you did before, due to them being put in more serious situations, and since the arcs post-time skip seem to be much longer than the pre-time skip ones, we don't see them traveling together, so we don't see them have any interactions on the ships. Despite the lack of screen time we see them have together post-time skip, it's easy to tell when we do see scenes of them together that they're the same old, goofy, fun-loving best friend pairing on the Straw Hat Pirates. One last thing that I probably should have mentioned earlier is that Usopp just genuinely respects and looks up to Luffy, because in his eyes that's what a true warrior of the sea should be like and what he strives to be every day. You can see this by how he's often comparing himself to the stronger members of the crew and always thinking he's lacking in power and usefulness. Alright guys, that's probably it for this video. Let me know what you think the funniest or most memorable moment between Luffy and Usopp. Personally, mine is when Usopp is screaming to Luffy, trying to motivate him after he beat Lucci in his fight at Enies Lobby. This scene had so much raw emotion and shows just how much they care about each other. And if you haven't checked out the Zoro and Nami videos in this short series that I already did, you should please check them out, and I promise you won't regret it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, I know I didn't mention Chopper, Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji going to go save Usopp after he got beat up by the Frankie family, but I just forgot and didn't feel like putting any effort into it. Again, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.